Let me show you the right way to clean with bleach around your home. Bleach has a reputation, and honestly, I get it. If you've never cleaned with it before, it can be a little intimidating. Or maybe you've been taught to kind of fear bleach and only use it in those emergency type cleans. But today, I've partnered with Clorox to show you some ways that you can use it around your house for everyday cleaning. Now, before we start doing any cleaning, there are some bleach basics we need to keep in mind. The first thing is we want good ventilation in the room that we're cleaning, so make sure to always open a window or turn a fan on. Now the second thing, and if you watch my videos, you know that I always wear these, but wear gloves when you're cleaning with bleach. Really, our hands are our most valuable asset when it comes to cleaning, so we want to make sure to protect those. The third thing is to always dilute your bleach at the proper ratio, and this really depends on the type of surface and the thing that you're cleaning, but don't worry, I'll walk you through how to do that in today's video. The other thing I like to mention is Clorox has a nice easy guide over on their blogs with all the ratios you'll need. I'll link that down below. It's just nice to reference and have it if you need it. The other thing to keep in mind is never, ever use bleach at full strength because this could potentially cause damage. And the last thing is to always start by pre-cleaning debris from the surface before we start using bleach. And if you've watched my videos before, I talk about this all the time. It's one of my cleaning rules, but we want to remove all that dry dust, fuzz, and hair from the surface before we start using wet cleaners so it sets the cleanup for success. One area in your home where you can really unleash the bleach is in your bathroom. Now, what you want to do to mix up the proper dilution ratio is grab a bucket like this one here, then add 1 gallon of cool water, then 1/3 cup of the bleach, mix that all together, and you're ready to start cleaning. Now, this works really good on your sink and countertops in your bathroom, but remember, make sure to always go through and get all the dry debris off the surface before we start using this. And then I like to come through with the bleach mix in the bucket here, dip a towel in there, wring it out really well, and start cleaning. What's great about this mix is it does a great job to cut through and break down things like toothpaste grime and even makeup, really those everyday messes we find on our sink and countertop in our bathroom. If you are looking to disinfect the countertops, you do want to leave the solution on the surface there for 6 minutes and make sure it doesn't dry and stays completely wet to do this. Once everything is nice and cleaned up, then come through with a damp towel with water only and completely rinse the area you just cleaned. Now, you could stop here if you wanted to, but what I always like to recommend is come through with a dry, clean microfiber cloth and completely dry and buff the surface. That way we don't leave any water spots behind or any streaks, and it looks great. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this mix is it's not recommended to be used on unsealed natural stone. So always make sure your surface is bleach safe. One thing to keep in mind is bleach can pull the color out of some darker clothing, so it's a good idea to wear cleaning clothes while you're using it. In fact, if you need a new cleaning shirt, definitely check the links down below. Another area you can use this mix is on the exterior of your toilet and the floor around it. Now again, we want to follow the same process that we used on the sink and countertops and let that set for 6 minutes wet to completely disinfect. This is so important because let's be real, our toilet is usually one of the dirtiest areas in our bathroom. There's grime, buildup, and bacteria, and we want to make sure to completely remove that and keep that area sparkling clean. Again, what's nice about using bleach here is it's not only going to disinfect those areas like we've talked about, but it's also going to deodorize and keep those areas smelling fresh. Now, this toilet cleaned up amazing, but I will say if you want to speed up your toilet cleaning process, another thing you can try is just Clorox Cleanup Cleaner with bleach. This stuff works amazing. I always have it in my cleaning kit. And the nice thing is you only need 30 seconds on the surface to completely disinfect. Like I mentioned, another area that's super important to clean with this mix when you're cleaning the exterior of the toilet is also the floors. Now use this same mix as we've done throughout this entire bathroom clean so far. Again, let it sit there for 6 minutes to fully disinfect, get rid of any bacteria that might be left behind, so that way it's nice and clean and smelling great. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to cleaning with disinfecting bleach is it always works best when it's freshly mixed up. So if you do have a bucket that maybe you used yesterday to clean, it's always best to dump that out and start fresh. Now, mold and mildew are very common in your bathroom, especially in areas like your shower and tub, just where they sit wet for a little bit longer from using them. So bleach does a great job to not only break that down and help remove these stains from the surface, but it's also gonna whiten porcelain and lighten your grout. To get the job done right, and for this mix to be effective in removing mold and mildew, you do have to let it sit on a non-porous surface for 10 minutes. Dwell time is your friend here, so let the cleaner do its job. Now, I will say it can be helpful as well to use a non-scratch scrub sponge and scrub at these areas, or if you're cleaning tile and grout, a simple toothbrush works great. Once everything's clean, then come through with some water and give everything a really good rinse and a towel to dry and buff. There's a variety of areas where you can use bleach in your kitchen as well. For instance, you can use it on the countertops and your sink. Again, we're gonna mix it with that same dilution ratio that we used for the bathroom, but this time you can even just mix it up in your kitchen sink by adding the stopper in there, add a gallon of water, and again, the 1/3 cup of the bleach. Now this works great on your countertops because many times we're doing cooking, potentially even raw meat could be on there. So this is gonna help disinfect those areas and completely remove that grime. But again, remember, the surface needs to stay wet for 6 minutes. And you can also use this mix to clean those high touch areas around your kitchen. For instance, your microwave handle or your refrigerator handle. These things are opening on a regular basis and can get a little grimy, along with any doorknobs or even light switches that you may have in the room. But just make sure that you're always cleaning a bleach safe surface. And the nice thing about mixing this up in the sink is you can also use it to clean it. Just grab a non-scratch scrub sponge, give everything a really good scrub, then drain out the solution, give it a rinse, and you're good to go. Now there's a few other items you can clean in your kitchen with bleach, but it does require a different ratio mix. So to mix that up, all you need is a plastic bin like we have here, then 1 gallon of water and 2 teaspoons of the disinfecting bleach. One of the things you can clean and sanitize with this mix is a cutting board. Now what you want to do first before we use the mix here is you want to just grab your cutting board, bring it over to the sink and give it a quick clean with some dish soap and then give it a good rinse. Then take the cutting board and place it in the solution and just let it sit for 2 minutes. Once the cutting board is done soaking, then take it out of the mix and let it completely air dry. We don't have to dry it with a towel. Now I will say if you do have a larger cutting board but don't have a big enough plastic bin to put it in, that's okay. You can also do this process in your sink. Now there are some other cool ways that you can use bleach around the house. For instance, let's say you got some fresh, beautiful flowers and you want them to last longer. Now all you need to do is grab your vase and mix up 1/4 teaspoon of bleach to every 1/3 gallon of water in the vase. Cut your flowers to size and place them inside. Now, as I mentioned, the bleach is gonna help the flowers last longer and stay fresh, but to show you, I got 2 of the same bouquet. One is only in water and one is in the mixture, and we'll see how long they last. It is now day 11 on the flower test here, and we're really starting to see some results. Now, the flowers with no bleach added to the water are starting to look a little sad, kind of wilted and just droopy over here. However, the ones with a little bleach in the water are definitely way more vibrant and fresh still. Now, I did not adjust the water or add any water to these at all. I wanted to stay at the same level. That way I could really see how long they would last. But if you want to at home, you can also just dump this out around the 5 to 6 day mark, add some fresh water in there with that little bit of bleach, and it can make them last even longer. So the next time you get some fresh flowers, definitely give this hack a try because it really works. Another thing you can clean are kids' plastic toys. Now all you need is your cleaning container like this one here or your sink, add a gallon of water and 1/3 cup of bleach. And give it a quick mix with a spoon. Then just take the toys and place them in the mix. Now to fully disinfect, they do need to stay wet and in the mix for 6 minutes. And I will say sometimes with kids' toys, they like to float in water. So it's a good idea to kind of mix them around every so often. That way they stay wet and can get fully disinfected. Not only does this work great to keep the toys nice and clean, but also if you have sickness going around the house, this is a great way to keep the germs down too. Once the toys are done soaking in the mix, give everything a really good rinse and lay them out on a towel to dry and you're done. Another thing you can use disinfecting bleach on is your water bottle, especially if it's starting to smell a little funky and just needs a really good clean. Now what you're going to want to do is mix up some water with the bleach, and for this we're going to use for every gallon of water 2 teaspoons of the disinfecting bleach. Now right here I have about 2 gallons of water, so I added 4 teaspoons just because this is a little thicker and that way it can completely be submerged in the mix. Then let it sit in this mix for 2 minutes to sanitize. Then we're gonna take it out, drain everything out of there, make sure there's no mix inside, and let it air dry. Now take it from me, sometimes when you're cleaning with disinfecting bleach, you might get a little splash on yourself and it can pull the color out of a darker colored item like we see here. But hope is not lost. We can actually do something really unique and fun with this. Let me show you how to reverse tie-dye. To start, place your shirt on a flat surface, find the center, and slowly start twisting until the entire shirt is a round, flat disc. Then I like to grab some rubber bands and secure it and hold it in place. Now for the bleach solution, what we're gonna do is mix 1 gallon of cool water and 1 cup of the Clorox disinfecting bleach. Now once those are all mixed up, it's time to reverse tie-dye. Just take your shirt and place it into the bleach solution for about a minute or 2. If you want it to get really bleached, you can even leave it in for up to 5 minutes. We take it out, bring it over to the sink, and give everything a really good rinse. Now usually after rinsing your shirt, it's pretty soaking wet, so I like to wring it out as best as possible, then grab a towel, roll it up in there to pull any remaining water out, and put it on a hanger to air dry. And there you have it. Now you know the right way to clean up everyday messes around your house with bleach. Thanks so much again to Clorox for sponsoring today's video, and if you're new here, consider subscribing and smash that like button. I also need to give a huge shout out and thank you to all the Clean Squad members over on Patreon and here on YouTube memberships. Thank you so much for your continued support. We could not make these videos without you. Now, if you want to join the Clean Squad and get your name credited down below, all you gotta do is check out the link in the description for Patreon or click the join button here for YouTube memberships. And as I always say, I'll see you on the next clean.